What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so you may recall it was a couple of weeks ago that Marcus Jordan, the son of NBA legend Michael Jordan, was arrested for what was a DUI, and it was initially reported that the substance found in his pockets was the Yayo. But now it's been reported that this substance was actually, and I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, ketamine. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm not an expert in toxicology or drug paraphernalia. I'm not, but I would wager that from what I remember reading about ketamine, that's possibly more dangerous than what we initially thought it was. So this guy's really a fool. He really has a death wish. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, ketamine, that's the substance that Matthew Perry OD'd on. That substance, if I'm not mistaken, is given to people in hospitals or through some sort of therapy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they give it to them to help to wean them. If I remember correctly, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's given to addicts to help them wean off of actual illicit drug use. But it's supposed to be taken in a controlled environment and injected by professionals. It's not supposed to be given to people in recreational circumstances because it can be very dangerous. I remember reading it causes sort of a euphoria feeling, a euphoria effect. Makes you feel really, really, really good. But the problem is, I think it suppresses your respiratory system. I think it suppresses your respiratory system and it speeds up your cardiovascular system. And with Matthew Perry having mild heart disease, when I remember reading his autopsy, that contributed to him ultimately passing out. And he drowned, you know what I'm saying? Because he was in a tub. So my thing is, why are you taking this, bro? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? It's not like Marcus Jordan is 21, 22, 23. He's approaching his mid-30s, I think, right? What, he's like 33, 34? You're in your mid-30s. You're still chasing these gold diggers. Running around with these gold diggers that are chasing you, excuse me. You live in this party lifestyle when you should be, at this stage, have gotten all that out of your system. Minimum, he should have gotten this out of his system by his late 20s. You know, I'm going to tell you what I think. And look, I'm not a parent, and I could be wrong. So those of you who are parents, you know what I'm saying? If I'm off base here, let me know. But I think part of the problem with him is oftentimes parents want to give their kids a life that they never had. And, you know, Michael Jordan grew up relatively poor. Marcus doesn't know anything about that. Marcus has been given a life of privilege. And, you know, parents want to give their kids the best, the absolute best. But, that coddled, entitled lifestyle and upbringing, I think it sometimes leaves kids, when they become adults, it gives them a fake and false view of how the world works. The fact that he name drops his dad talking to police like that while you're probably still high from the effects of using the ketamine, excuse me. I mean, it just don't make any sense, man. So his updated charges are now possession of ketamine, DUI with property damage, and resisting arrest. And I'll tell you something, man. I'm looking online, right? To find more information about this stuff on social media. I swear, man, Michael Jordan lives in the. Michael Jordan need to charge rent for the amount of space in these people's heads that he takes up for free. Like, these LeBron fans, man, everything goes back to Michael Jordan. Everything goes back to LeBron James. It's just ridiculous. Oh, this shows the GOAT debate's over. Look, LeBron got his kid playing the league. Jordan's kids are a bunch of drug addicts. I mean, what does this got to do with basketball? It's crazy, man. So, it's this all over social media. A bunch of idiots, man. But anyway, man, yeah, Marcus Jordan's an idiot, man. A complete idiot, wasting his life. And the way that he's going, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it on here, man, because I don't wish nothing on. But the way he's going is just, is down a path that we've all seen a lot of these celebrity kids go. And, I guess it's probably a life where he don't know exactly what he wants to do. It seems like the best adjusted or the most well-rounded of the kids, at least just from observing them, or, from afar, seems to be the daughter. We don't hear much about her. Only time I really see her posting about stuff is usually about religious stuff. But honestly, well, I don't want to make this video about a bunch of other stuff. I don't want to make this video about a bunch of other stuff. But I do want to just say that this insidious drug culture that permeates society, in particular young people, I can't help but think it has something to do with the lack of, I don't even want to say religion, but the lack of spirituality in our society, which is tied to religion. When you don't have any type of spiritual base to sustain you or to guide you, you look for other things to cope. And usually those things are substances like food, alcohol, or drugs. And I think a lot of young people are doing that. And another thing too, going back into what I was talking about earlier, a lot of these young people, they can't deal with the realities of life. Life is not easy. Even for those who have money, life is not easy. Life is not a fairy tale movie. And then a lot of young people are not, they have not been raised in a manner where they can be equipped to deal with life. And I was talking about this the other day with a friend of mine. I've never seen so many young people who are unaliving themselves because they can't deal with defeat. They can't deal with the down times. They can't deal with the harshness of life. Life can be hard, It can be very, very hard, even for those who seem to have it all. Because we don't know what private struggles or battles they're dealing with. We just think because you got money, everything is so great, or, you know, I won the lottery. Man, you ain't got to work no more, and you get to enjoy your life and go fishing, or, you know, crisscross the country, or do all the types of fun things you want to go do, go hunting. But the most important thing in life to me is having purpose, something to live for. And money can't replace that after a while. Money gets boring. Matthew Perry talked about that. After a while, that stuff gets old. Purpose is what drives you. If you don't have that, life can be very, very tough, and it can end tragically. Anyway, that's all I got to say about something.